Good evening, everyone. Welcome to opening night here at Oldcastle. It's opening night for Fully Committed. So we are fully committed to talking about this show before the curtain rises in about 25 minutes. So we will talk with Jennifer Jasper, who's right behind me. She's the director of the show. So we're really excited to talk to her about the process because this show is one person doing 40 roles, which is pretty exciting, different characters. How do you go through that process? What is a rehearsal like? So that's really cool. So this show opens tonight, July 22nd. It runs through July 31st, so this weekend and next weekend, and that's it. So they're doing 2 weekend runs this year. So we'll see how that works. But so Fully Committed, it's about a reservation table at the hottest restaurant in New York City and how she has to deal with that and probably all the people she talks with and things like that. So it's a pretty cool show. I've heard the previews. It's pretty funny. It's a one-act show, run about an hour and a half. So I'm really excited to see it. So for those out there interested, we're kind of like, should I come? Should I not? So, excuse me. I've heard it's very good. So, look at that. So, if not, hey, that's all right. So the next show that they have here for Oldcastle is called Sheepdog, and that is August. Oh, I don't have my dates in front of me, but mid to late August on that. And then they're going to take a break, and there's going to be a community theater production in the fall, and then they're going to come back for It's a Wonderful Life radio play. So Oldcastle will return for a holiday show, which is hopefully starting a new tradition for them. So it should be pretty cool. So yeah. So hopefully you all are enjoying your summer. Maybe you saw Souvenir, the last show that they did. I gotta say, Souvenir was such a fun show. The actors, the set, the costumes, everything came together for that so well. It was really one of the best shows I've seen here at Oldcastle in some time. So really, really well done. So I'm hoping Fully Committed is like that. I'm sure it is, right? You know, they always do a great job here. And yeah. But that's okay. So, for those of you just joining, we'll go over this again. Hopefully you're having a great Friday evening. Mid-July, it's warm out there, but you know where it's nice and cool and you can come enjoy a show right here at Oldcastle Theater at Bennington Performing Arts Center. So, this show, Fully Committed, is directed by Jennifer Jasper. She's also the executive director here at BPAC. And so, we're really excited to talk to her about the process of this, the rehearsals for this show. It's one person doing 40 characters. Pretty cool. Don't know if we get to chat with the actress afterwards, but really excited that it's someone new to Oldcastle, which is really cool. It's always nice to see our staple actors, but it's also cool to see new actors coming to here at Oldcastle. I was going to say BPAC. So. Jennifer disappeared right when I wanted to talk to her. You know how that is? Maybe I'll talk to Nathan. Does Nathan want to talk for a minute? Nathan will talk for a minute. Yay! Hey Nathan, how are you? I'll squeeze this way for you. Good. So you're back from Texas?
Back, yes. Escape the heat there to get to the heat up here.
That's true. Is it hotter there, or is it just as hot? Yeah. Okay. Good. At least we're a little cooler. But when did you come in today? Or
last night.
Oh, cool.
So I saw the show I saw the final dress rehearsal.
Great.
It's hilarious.
So you can kind of give me some insight.
Yeah.
Then. So
It's one of the funniest shows I've seen at Oldcastle in a long time.
And Souvenir was really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and you directed Souvenir that we talked to you last month. Crazy that it's been that long. It feels like a long time ago. But I've been on another world of time. That's okay.
That's right.
That's another story. But what did you think of the show last night?
Just Allison, the actor, is fantastic. She's just, it's amazing to watch her work. Just switching from one character to another, to another, to another, to another, nonstop for the whole 90 minutes. It's really fun.
Yeah. And did you go to the auditions to see her?
Yeah.
Or she submitted a video audition?
Well, all the actors submitted video auditions, and then we had in-person callbacks in New York City. So she was there.
And you guys kind of knew at that minute she was the one. That's cool. When you have that moment, like,
yep, there we go. We're done.
That's great. That's great. So, you haven't seen any rehearsals, obviously, you just saw the show.
No, but the set's really cool. Yeah. There's tons of the set decorations are really cool to look at. There's just so much going on.
Who did that? I don't
Rick
have a
designed
program
the
in
set.
front of me.
Rick,
Oh, good.
Howe,
Rick
yeah.
Howe. Oh, we love Rick, of course. So he always does a good job.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's great.
Will you be back up for Sheepdog?
Yeah, I'll be up for that one as well.
And
we start rehearsals for that August 5th.
Oh, good.
And then that opens up the 26th of August.
Okay, so it was mid August. Okay, good.
Yeah. And that's going to be a fun one. We've got 4 actors
different,
in that.
different
Very
vibe than the last two.
Right.
Like, we got some last souvenir was funny and poignant and moving.
Right.
This feels just funny.
Just fun.
And the next one's going to be a little more.
It's a little heavier. It's
heavier.
a little more dramatic. Definitely dealing with some real issues that are relevant to our world today. So,
absolutely.
So I think that's important.
Yeah.
And hopefully it generates some good conversations among the audience.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that'll stick with you for a while afterwards.
And probably a good one that leaves you with questions or thoughts, or maybe changes your perspective a little bit, which theater is all about that. Can you leave and have a different thought than you get when you enter the theater, right? So, Wonderful Life, that's the last one.
Yep, then we're coming back in December for It's a Wonderful Life. Christine Decker, who we also love, is directing
Christine.
that. And it's filled with Oldcastle favorites, Natalie Wilder, Patrick Shea, Ollie Wadsworth, Rick Howe is in it.
It's a whole gang.
The whole gang.
A reunion
right,
almost.
Exactly. So it's everybody who's worked here before is coming back.
That's cool.
So it's just going to be a great time.
Yes, awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking a few minutes. I'm hoping to talk to Jen. Oh, she's over there, maybe. So we'll see. But thanks, Nathan. As always, pleasure. Good to see you. So Nathan Stith, everybody. I forgot to properly introduce him. He's the artistic director here. He directed Souvenir. So I'll repeat myself. I'm really good at that. For those of you just joining or watching, fully committed opening night here at Oldcastle Theater, the BPAC, for Bennington Performing Arts Center. As you heard from Nathan, really funny show. He saw the final rehearsal last night. 90 minutes of pure laughter, fun comedy, which is maybe something we need, right? We always need a little laughter. But Sheepdog is going to be a different vibe, kind of have a different heavy feeling to it. So theater's like that, right? We need to have those emotions, and maybe it brings out some talking points, challenging talking points that we need to talk about in our society. So, if it's a little loud, I apologize. I'm working off of the shotgun mic on my camera. We're all excited, so I'll talk a little louder. I'm just trying to get Jennifer. She's over there. But Jana said she saw the show last night, and she loves it. So if you're interested, you should call her for more information. Yes. Absolutely amazing. And maybe people watching it, I've heard from Jana, might have if you've worked maybe in food service or any other service industry, you might be like, wow, that was me. I totally did that. You might have that moment at watching the show and be like, that's great to look back and think that's so true. Oh my gosh, we've got the director here. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello. Hi, Mike.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
You're rested up.
I'm rested up as much as I can be. Here, I'll turn this a little bit so we can talk. There.
Great.
So, we have the executive director, but we also have the director of this show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How has rehearsals been?
They have been so much fun.
Okay, good.
I think, if anything, when you are able to... I've directed solo shows before, and they're a different beast. They're very, very different. It's just you and that one other person, and I found a soulmate of collaboration with Allison. I mean, we had such fun exploring together and then coming up with, and I think everybody in that room, including the stage manager, the assistant stage manager, some interns, and Pamela Corky, the assistant director, I think every one of them is going to see a piece of themselves on that stage. It was a really collaborative process.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that before you started, like when we did Shakespeare, it was very collaborative. Thoughts came up. Did it work? Did it not work?
Exactly.
Right.
And when you're working with one person, it is.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just, your main goal is to and we're working with a script. I've done a lot of developing solo shows with solo artists, and it's their own work. So this was a little bit different because I had a script already written, but we're putting our imprint on it. We're doing it with a woman, which is normally cast with a man, and discovered so many more layers.
Sure.
We just had a great time, like layering the cake. It should be a yummy dessert.
Oh, good. That's what Nathan said. He saw it last night, and it was very good. So, Any other highlights from the rehearsal process? She's new to Oldcastle.
She's new to Oldcastle,
which is great. I always love the new
which
people.
is awesome.
Yep.
I literally have never seen. I mean, she came in ready to go, and that made everything go so smoothly. We have a new lighting designer to Oldcastle came in for this one, Jessica Winward, who's a graduate. She's in the MFA program at Carnegie Mellon. She came in and did lighting design, so that was really awesome to collaborate with a new person as well. So it was and then we had Jen Marcoux and Rick Howe and Corey Wheat, so we had some great Oldcastle,
the usual suspects.
The usual suspects. Rick Howe and the set, I'm amazed he's still not in there puttering around and fixing. It is a prop-heavy show.
Rick
it is a
totally
sound and light. The stage manager, Christine Schlachter, has over 300 cues in this show.
That's a lot of cues.
It's a lot of cues.
Yeah.
It's quite the feat.
Yeah,
On
wow.
stage and off.
Man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Get
Crazy.
ready.
I know, right? Get ready.
I liken it to solo performance because I've done it, and it is exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. And it is like stepping onto a roller coaster, and they put the bar down, and you see the hill, and you're like, no, I don't. And then the car goes, and you're stuck. You're on it until the end.
Choice, yeah.
You're on it until the end.
Right.
There's no escape. You are strapped into that bar and go.
And it's you.
And
That's
it's
the
you.
thing.
It's you.
It's just you.
But I'm so excited to see. I think she's so ready to have an audience, and we are thrilled. I'm just really thrilled with it.
So give the people perspective. How long was rehearsal time? What day did you start? And you're
Well, we had 2 weeks of
2
rehearsal
weeks.
in the room, and that's 8 hours a day. So it's a 40-hour work week for equity. And then, which is new for me, because I usually am one of those directors that work on shows that aren't equity.
Sure.
So my rehearsal time a lot of times falls in the evening hours, or it's 3 hours at a time, not an 8-hour block.
Yeah, right.
Which was really fun. And then we went into tech this week. So we had 1 week to kind of work it, 1 week to put it together and start running it, and then 1 week to tech it, polish, and
add everything
go.
else in. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a very short process.
Yeah. But you're happy with it.
Totally. And she's so ready. I
Good.
think we're at the exact place that I would want her to be to open the show. Because, while it was a fast rehearsal process, you're always at that tipping point. You don't want to over-rehearse.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't want to under. So I think we're at that sweet
You're at that. You need an audience spot. Yep.
We're at the sweet spot.
We all know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
We've
Yeah.
run it
you
1,000 times.
And we've all been in different places on opening, going or oh. And I'm at awesome.
That's great. So you can sit back and enjoy.
I am going to sit back and enjoy.
Well, we have Sheepdog after that, real
Yes,
quick.
I'm very excited. Kirk Jackson,
Local.
works from Bennington College. He is directing Constellations at Living Room Theater, so
Yes,
check
that's
that
right,
out
over
if you
at
can.
Park
I saw his production last year of Doll's House Part 2 there, and it was a gorgeous production, really good. So I'm really excited to
A unique
work
stage
with
over there too.
It is.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with Sheepdog, which is it's a riveting but beautifully written piece. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And then you close out the season with A Wonderful Life.
In December.
A classic.
With all of your Oldcastle things.
That's what Nathan said. It's like
It
if you
is.
have a
It
reunion.
is like a reunion.
If you love Oldcastle through the years, you want a reunion, you gotta come to
And I
Wonderful
think
Life.
it is the perfect way to close out a 50th season.
Yeah.
I think it was the perfect.
That's a good choice,
And
yeah.
Nathan nailed it with that selection.
Good. Well, I won't keep you. Director opening night. She's
Thanks.
very excited.
I am very excited.
This runs through the 31st.
Yes. Right? Yes. It runs through the 31st. I'm looking at my marketing.
We've got the
person.
marketing lady.
Yes. I haven't been involved in those
All right.
details.
Pay What You Will nights are Wednesday.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday is a Pay What You Will.
Good to know.
Yep.
And a couple matinees on Thursday.
Matinees on Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday.
Okay, good. Okay, excellent. And then 7:30 evenings. Good.
7:30 evenings, 90-minute show. Go on over to the Village Garage Distillery for drinks afterwards. They're going to be open,
That's great.
and so we suggest that you go over, or any of the other lovely establishments in the neighborhood.
And if it's warm outside, you can come cool off with the show.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you,
All right.
Jennifer.
Thank you, Mike.
Have a great opening night.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Give
you.
Rory a little.
I'll give her a little
hug.
hug.
Okay.
Little kisses and hugs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. We got to chat with the executive director and director for tonight. So, look at my watch here. It's almost time for the curtain. So, again, fully committed, running through July 31st here at Oldcastle Theater Company. Funny 90-minute show. I think you're going to love it. That's just me without seeing it, but hearing it, sounds like it's going to be a good time. Janice says you're going to love it. So, if I'm going to love it, I think anyone would love it then. So, yeah, with that, sign off. Have a great night. Stay cool. Fully committed here at Oldcastle. We'll see you later.